Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Bouncing Back with Brighton. In today's episode, we are going to face CSKA Moscow in the first knockout round of the Europa League. We'll be playing both ties and we'll see if we can get past them. But there has been two fixtures since the last time we met, the first of which was a home victory against Southampton. Jeremy Doku gave us the lead in the 46th minute. Sutar and Carlos Julio got goals from defence. Redmond got a late consolation for Southampton, but they didn't play particularly well, and we got an easy 3 points. And in the other game, we got absolutely dominated by Tottenham Hotspur away from home, but we managed to hold out for a 0-0 draw. So still remaining unbeaten for quite a while now, I think. And clearly, my memory's just been wiped because I forgot we got beat off Crystal Palace and Man City back-to-back in January. But after those two fixtures, since the January transfer window, we're actually sitting in second position, 3 points behind Manchester United, who have a game in hand. We're 4 points clear of Liverpool, who have 3 games in hand. Well, we've played one more game than Spurs, actually, so we're well clear of them with 7 points. So in terms of top 4, we're looking quite good. But the league is not the priority today. The priority is the Europa League. And this is how we're going to line up. But first of all, Badia Shiel, probably our first choice centre-back, I would say at this point. He is now injured for 5 weeks to 2 months. I think it's going to be around 6 weeks. Probably maybe a bit longer than that, I don't know. But Nathan Wood, our new signing in the January transfer window, is going to have to get chucked in straight in the deep end. He's going to have to play a lot of football for us, and hopefully he can play well. But this is how we're going to line up. Butland in goal, Tavares at right back, Wood and Sutar at centre back, Carlos Julio at left back, Benty in the defensive midfield with Aquino in the centre. Yaros is going to start on the right hand side. Actually, Alvarado is going to start on the right hand side. He's just done too well for us there to keep leaving him out for Yaros. Gravenberch in the centre, Doku on the left, and Marquez will start up top. But we've got some fantastic talent on the bench. We've got Yaros, Winks can come on if needed, Tudor Baluta, Alan Ramoli, Marco Bulat, Sergio Reguilon, and I don't even know why we've got a keeper. We'll go Bogle. And now this is going to be the game where Jack Butland gets injured. What do you think? I have a bet. I'll give you 2-1 odds. So we are away from home in the first leg, and CSKA are coming at us with an incredibly defensive formation. I go Akinfeev, an absolute FM legend. In terms of anybody else, Zelewis is quite good. Jagoev, I can't remember how you pronounce his name, but he's always been quite good on Football Manager. And Shenikov was always one of the best left backs on the game for years, I remember. But a pretty typical CSKA lineup, no major signings that they brought in. So I think we should have their number today, honestly. So we kick off the first leg. We are playing in green and we are shooting from left to right. It's currently snowing in Moscow. Brilliant. Highlight early on, free kick for CSKA, and Jagoev goes just wide. Another highlight now is Tavares bringing it out from that right back spot for us. It's played into Aquino, into the midfield. Let's see how things go. Aquino picks it up further down the pitch on the left hand side. Doku plays it in, and it's given straight to a CSKA player. Thankfully, Sutar managed to keep his composure and he didn't lose out to the CSKA Moscow player. He was in behind if he did. Tavares comes down the right hand side. Ball's played back post. Jeremy Doku's there. Gets his head to it, but he hits the woodwork. Another highlight now. Gravenberch with a free kick. Goes for goal. Ryan Gravenberch. He does it. Every so often he has a very special free kick, and we have just seen one there. Akinfeev could do absolutely nothing about that, and it goes in just at his near post. He does get a hand to it, but it's not enough. And Ryan Gravenberch's 5th goal of the season gives us the lead. Highlight comes straight from goal though. Corner for CSKA. Oh my God! I think their own player has just blocked the ball on the line to stop them from scoring. The highlight continues though with Tavares on the right hand side, finds Marquez. He gets the ball back post. Doku's there. Nearly bounced back straight away. Another highlight now, and we are in possession once more with Doku on this left hand side and finds Aquino inside to Gravenberch. Alvarado is cutting in from that right hand side. We know he's got it in him. He goes for goal with his favoured left foot, but Akinfeev saves and we get the corner. We'll stick with this just in case. Alvarado with the corner in. Shenikov clears, and there we are. And the rest of the first half just ticks away and we go in 1-0 up. A decent performance enough so far. We haven't really created that much in terms of going forward. It has took a direct free kick to get us in front, but we are away from home. Anything we can get from this tie will go well into the second leg, and I imagine we will play a lot better at home. Highlight now, Jagoev plays through Nimli on this... Nimli? Is it that? Nimli? The ball's played in anyway, and CSKA can't make their chances count, but they are getting opportunities, which is a little bit worrying. A lot of the highlights are either starting or ending with them in possession, which is not what I like to see. Tavares on this right-hand side, plays the ball in, Aquino's on the edge, he takes a strike, it's blocked, Alvarado, oh my god, that would have been a goal and a half. Alvarado played the ball off the CSKA player, hits the post, at the back post. Unfortunate for us, it doesn't go in. Aquino switches the player well. Alvarado on the right hand side. He's got support from Tavares. Our right back tries to get the ball in. It's a decent block by them, and Gravenberch ends up getting dispossessed in the centre. No. Don't lose the ball there. Carlos Julio on the left hand side now. Plays through Dorku. Tries to get the ball in. Another block by Moscow. They are defending incredibly well, and now they can break. And it's played through to Zé Luis, and he's in behind. Plays it back to Shenikov, who plays the ball in, and CSKA Moscow get themselves the equaliser. 61 minutes in, Alan Zhagayev gets his 4th goal of the season. 2 of the boys I mentioned, Shenikov and him. Let's call him Alan. I think Alan's a good name, yeah? And Shenikov does excellently well to get the ball into the box, and disappointing we had 2 opportunities there to play the ball in the back into the box, but we failed to do it twice, and they have made us pay for that. Reguilón's going to come on for Carlos Julio, who's not having the greatest of games. Jeremy Dorku can switch with Alvarado, and we will bring on Sebastian Jaros on that right-hand side to see if we can maybe get another goal here. Jaros, free kick from the edge, goes for goal. It's a great save by Igor Akinfeev. The ball is still live though, and Jaros goes in again, and Akinfeev is equal to it once more. Highlight now, when Jaros coming down the right-hand side and finds Tavares, who overlapped, and Alvarado is there. And what a first-time finish that is. On the volley, coming in off our left-hand side, and he's getting his 16th goal of the season for Alvarado. He has been absolutely phenomenal all season. And Jaros once again involved in the build-up play after coming on as a sub. But this is a stupendous finish. No keeper is saving that one. And Alvarado puts us back in front. But there is another highlight. And Shenikov plays through Asoma, and he's in behind, and Butland is equal to the challenge. We are given CSKA a lot of opportunities. I think we're giving them a little bit too much respect, honestly. But I have went to a balanced team mentality to see if we maybe retain possession just a little bit more, keep ourselves a little bit deeper, and just stop these stupid opportunities. We'll make our final substitution of the game as well. Who is struggling the most? It tends to be Gravenberch. We will get Alan Romoli on in his position just to save his legs. He's done fantastically well, obviously, with the goal from the free kick. But it looks like the time is ticking away in this game, and this will be the final highlight of the game. And it's finished. Brighton 2, CSKA 1. That's the first leg done. I will see you at the second. Right, and we're back for the second leg. In terms of changes to the personnel, everything's going to stay the same. But Alvarado's going to go onto the left-hand side, and Jaros is going to come in for Dorku. We looked far more intent on scoring when Jaros came on the pitch and Alvarado played on the left-hand side. And of course, they have half combined for our second goal. So everything stays the same apart from that. Let's get into the second leg, where of course we are at home. Hopefully we'll be able to do the business. They come at us with the exact same formation. It looks like pretty much the same personnel. Maybe a change in role up top for the 2 strikers. But we need to try and keep them isolated. Keep them from scoring any goals. We've got 2 away goals. So we've got enough to see us through this tie, even if we don't play it well. We've gave ourselves that little bit of an advantage, but things could still go wrong quite easily as we shoot from right to left in this first half. Highlight now, Carlos Julio with the ball, plays into Bentieb in the centre. An absolutely fantastic slide challenge by them, but it falls to Tavares. Marquez in the box, Alvarado on the left hand side. Oh, it's going to VAR. Referee, come on, don't do us dirty. And the goal has counted. Thank God for that. Tavares does well on the right hand side, finds Marquez in the box, who can't get his shot away, but Alvarado picks up the pieces and puts us 1-0 up on the night, 3-1 up on aggregate. There's a highlight straight from kick-off. Aquino with a decent slide challenge to win us the ball back, but Sutar gives it straight back, and we'll win it straight back through Aquino again. No team seems to want to keep the ball, it seems, but Marquez gets the ball and switches the play to Jaros on this right-hand side, who cuts in. Bentieb, Tavares with great overlap and loads of space on the right-hand side. And Alvarado's back post, great save by the keeper, and another one. And Marquez nearly gets the second goal, but the keeper does extremely well. Akinfeev deserves more than 6.8. Aquino with a free kick goes just wide. Breathe. Another highlight now, Alvarado with a corner for us. They managed to clear it at the first attempt, but we pick up the second ball with Aquino currently in the box. Gravenberch there. Akinfeev again with the save. Hits the post to get clear. And we are in all sorts of keeping pressure on them, and could have probably played it a little bit better there, but we were offside, and we remain at 1-0. Another highlight now, Yaros plays it in. Marquez is beaten in the air by the CSKA defence, but we do retain possession. Aquino finds Julio on the left-hand side, and Bentayeb's on the edge of the box, and the keeper this time probably should do a lot better. From about 25 yards, I would say Bentayeb was, and he absolutely smashes one in the back of the net, but it looked incredibly close to the keeper. Let's see in the replay. Gravenberch to Aquino here. Great first-time ball to Julio. The ball ricochets away to Bentayeb, and yeah, Akinfeev was definitely caught flat-footed there. And we go 2-0 up 4-1 on aggregate. Highlight now, Alvarado with the corner. It's cleared again by CSKA, but Yaros is in the box. Sutar plays it back in Yaros' second goal of the season since joining us in the January period, and puts us 3-0 up. We are absolutely cruising now. This is exactly what was happening in the first leg, except we weren't putting these chances away. And sort of looked a little bit offside there, but I'm not going to complain because the referee didn't. So that's all that counts. Another highlight now, Julio with the throw in deep in the CSKA defence, and Gravenberch is there on the ball. Aquino's there. What a lovely finish. That was absolutely beautiful. Placed right in the top left-hand corner of the keeper. Top right-hand corner for us. And that makes it 4-0. Aquino does incredibly well with this shot. Gravenberch dilly-dallies on the ball a little bit in the box, so he gets dispossessed. But then Aquino, with an absolutely delightful finish, makes it 4-0. And there we are. The first half is over. Brighton 4, CSKA 0. We are doing incredibly well. No need to change anything just yet. We will look to get some of our more tired players off the pitch in the second half, purely to save their legs for the Premier League. But it looks like we're making it through to the next round of the Europa League. Please don't say I've just jinxed it. Please don't say it. Why? Why do I say things? Radovan Pankov gets a goal for CSKA to bring it back to 4-1. We're still 6-2 up, Sam. Stop being silly. Not everything's a jinx. And Butland, he's over here. The ball's that way, mate. Unlucky. Another highlight now. Tavares coming down this right-hand side after receiving the ball from Jack Butland. Gravenberch in the centre. Tavares once again on the right-hand side. He's always in pockets of space, touching the byline. He gets the ball in, it's cleared once. He gets the ball in again, it's cleared again. And to be honest with you, CSKA defend really well from crosses out wide. Tavares on the ball once again. This time he's a little bit too much inside to be able to get a ball into the back post. This time it's Julio on the ball. Tavares on the edge. Whoa, what a goal that is. First goal of the season. Our fullbacks combine. Carlos Julio with the assist. Thomas Tavares with the goal. That's our second fantastic goal in 2 games there. Actually, would you count Aquino's as a fantastic goal? I think I would. So there's three fantastic goals. But this one, first time strike on the half volley. Keeper can do nothing about that. His first goal of the season is a little bit surprising. He's always in attacking positions, but he's usually the provider and not the finisher. With 20 minutes to go, we will look to save some legs. Gravenberch, as always, is the one going to come off for Romoli. Tavares can come off for Jayden Bogle, and Carlos Julio can come off for Reguilon, and that will hopefully save the legs for the next game. 1.5 minutes to go, and this will probably be the final meaningful highlight of the game. Yaros comes away after a Moscow corner. He tries to find Romoli in the centre. He manages to do so. Excellently brought down. Flicks it back to Bogle. Akinfeev manages to keep that out after a deflection from the defender. Still 1 minute to go. And there we have it. Full time. Brighton 5, CSKA 1, 7-2 on aggregate. We safely make our way into the next round of the Europa League. Happy days. So the second knockout round draw was only a day later after the CSKA game. So we'll click on automatic draw and we'll see who we'll face. We've still got some massive teams left in the competition. Barcelona mainly one of them. I always got the Spanish teams in there like Valencia and Villarreal. Leon and Benfica come up next. I would take young boys all day. No, wasn't to be. Ajax, I would take Ajax. No, Spartak Moscow, get them. Napoli, I really don't want Napoli. Napoli, Barca, that is a good tie for us. Knock out one of the bigger sides. Stuttgart's going to be. We are going to be away from home in the first leg, which is obviously suits us down at the ground. Bayer against Dynamo Kiev. Bayer Leverkusen, that is, against Dynamo Kiev, and Celta Vigo against Red Bull Leipzig. I think that's a decent draw for us. You know, some of the bigger clubs like Lyon and Benfica, Valencia, Villarreal, Napoli, Barcelona, even Celta Vigo, Red Bull Leipzig's quite a big tie. I would like Celta Vigo to try and upset them. But that's all good stuff for us. And Stuttgart, whilst not an ideal opponent, I think should be able to get past Stuttgart, right? Yeah, maybe. In terms of the next episode, we are going to come straight back, no games in between, because we have the League Cup final against Liverpool, and we'll also play Bournemouth away in the Premier League. But anyway, if you have enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, and if you are enjoying my content, get yourself subscribed. But until next time, take it easy.